here to talk about something that I did spoke about in June 2022. But before I start to talk about what I'm here to talk about, as usual, I want to say I am sorry to anyone I've offended in the past. However I've offended you, what I have done that pissed you off, what I have done that is not right before you, I'm saying I'm sorry. And I'm saying to God that I'm sorry to Him for everything I have done against humanity and against Him. But that aside, the reason why I'm here is to tell you about the same thing that I spoke about in June 2022. To sequel it is because I saw one of the presidential candidates spoke about something after the presidential election in the person of Peter Obi. Peter Obi was talking about the same thing that I spoke about in June 2022, even before the Nigerian presidential election. He was talking about the rule of law. I tell you the truth, until the rule of law is working in Africa, until the rule of law is working in Nigeria, Nigeria will go nowhere. Until the rule of law is working in Africa, Africans will go nowhere. A people without the law are ungovernable. A people without the law are ungovernable. Without the law, there is nothing that we can do that will come out. I tell you the truth. The scripture said in Isaiah 28, if you read from verse 1 but look deeply in verse 10, verse 10 said, precept must be upon precept. Until precept is upon precept in Africa, until precept is upon precept in Nigeria, Nigeria will go nowhere. Nigeria will go nowhere. I tell you the truth. Listen, let me tell you. If it's in a place that the rule of law is working, the INEC chairman should have been in jail. If it's in a place that the rule of law is working, President Muhammadu Buhari should have been impeached many years ago. If Nigeria is a place that the rule of law is working, the rubbish that Nigerians, Africans, and the entire world saw during the presidential election would have never happened. Precept must be upon precept. Why are you taking people for granted? Why are you intimidating the masses just to better yourself? Why? Why do you enslave the people? Obasanjo said in one of his speech while he was a president, he said Nigeria is like an iron, and an iron cannot be bent until it is put through fire. Just imagine what our leaders are saying, that they want to put us through fire so that they can bend us to wherever they want us to go. Is it for you to bend us, or is for the law to do his job? We play with the law and want to rule with our senses. Go and check back the video that I posted in June 2022. I was talking about something that our leaders tend to think that they are the one who is ruling us. The president tend to think he's the one who is ruling us. The governors tend to think they are the one that are ruling us. The local government chairman tend to think they are the one that are chairing the local governments. The councillors of each and every ward in Nigeria tend to think they are the one in charge. I tell you the truth, the president is not in charge, the governors are not in charge, the local government chairman, they are not in charge, the councillors are not in charge, the House of Representative members are not in charge. I'm repeating myself because I said this in June. The only thing that is in charge is the law. And these people, the president, the local government chairman, the governor, the councillors, the House of Representatives, the judiciary arm of government, their job is just to oversee what the law said that should happen. Let me tell you, I want to ask Africans, what is our problems? I want to ask Nigerians, what is our problem? What is going on? What is the big problem? It is enough that you were robbed. It is okay that your property was taken from you. Peter Obi said something during the campaign. He said, if you own a shop and a thief stole from your shop and you leave your shop and begin to pursue the thief, you will lose customers. You will lose businesses. Because you are focusing on what is irrelevant. I think when he mentioned that was when someone asked him, what will you do about the corruption? And then he said he will fight the corruption, but he will not pursue things that are irrelevant. If you pursue a thief, because a thief stole from you, and forget to do what you are supposed to do, you are wasting time. What is wrong with us? What is wrong? What is our problem? Let me tell you. I know our foundation is not right. We were taught the wrong way by our colonial masters. We were put in a condition where we cannot help ourselves by the colonial masters. But the thing is this: if something belongs to you and somebody took it from you, and later that thing is in your hands, and life is still the same way that it is when the thing was not in your hand, after 60, 50 years that the thing is in your hands, what is wrong with you? Governorship, rulership, leadership was not in our hands. We were being led by the colonial masters. We were being taught what to do by the colonial masters. And then we sought for freedom. We sought for independence. And since 1960, that which is ours was given to us. Until today, we cannot make sense of it. Who are we? What are we? And let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is that we play with what is important. And that is the rule of law. Until the rule of law is working right, Nigeria will go nowhere. Until the rule of law is working right, Africa will go nowhere. Until the rule of law is working right, no nation of the world can stand. They said developed world or developing world or third world country. The difference of the developing world and the developed world or the third world country is how they apply the law in their day-to-day lives. It's how they apply the law in their day-to-day lives. What is our problem? What is our problem? What is our problem? It pains me to see that in Nigeria we have people that are called learned, we have people that are called professors, we have people that are called doctors, we have people that are called, I'm talking about academics, we have people that are so-called learned, but we still live like animals. We have people that pass through the four walls of learning and even got to the peak of it and cannot say nothing, cannot speak, are just sitting down and letting doubt people who are nobody mess with everybody. What is going on? What is going on? I saw a situation where before the election or after the election, I saw a thing that happened where bags, I'm talking about one bag, two bag, three bag, I'm talking about bags, maybe in their 50s or in their hundreds, bags of money shredded and, dumped somewhere in the public. Listen, people are dying of hunger, people are dying of starvation, people are dying of suffering, and then you shred money. You kept this money in your house and you have the guts to shred it and dump it outside in the public. I heard that the Bullion van came to Tinubu's house And people around Tinubu are suffering. His neighbors are suffering. What is going on? What is going on in Africa? What is happening in Nigeria? Wale Adenuga, I'm referring to him so that it will not look that I'm, doing some kind of infringement on his production. Wale Adenuga said something that Nigerians should do. It's a super story. And the fishes are in the river dying of thirst. It's a super story. Where we are in abundance and suffering, we shred. Where we are in abundance and suffering, just imagine what our leaders are doing to the masses. Is this called for? Is this supposed to be you telling us that it's your turn, or the masses are supposed to tell you that it is your turn? Well, you guys have played with Nigerians for a long time. You guys have messed up with Africans for a long time. You have been doing this for a long time, and people kept quiet, and you continue to do the rubbish. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? We need to rethink. Are you okay with what is happening? Are you okay that we have abundance? Are you okay that we have enough? Are you okay that we can make things work for ourselves and still at the bottom? This is stupidity. This is stupidity. The definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. What is going on? Nigeria, as a nation, is supposed to have 24 hours light. We have the resources. We have what it takes. We have what it takes to be a better place. We have what it takes to be better people. We have what it takes to be a better nation. We have what it takes to be a better continent. What is going on? What is happening? That is the question. I want you to go home, sit down, ask yourself a question. Ask yourself, what is the matter? Ask yourself, what is the problem? Sit down and think. Are you animals that before you go to bed to sleep, you don't reason, you don't imagine anything on your bed? What is happening? What is happening? The rule of law has been swept under carpet until the rule of law begin to work in Africa, until the rule of law begin to work in Nigeria, whereby nobody will see the other as stupid. Nigeria will go nowhere. Nigeria will go nowhere. We have had for a long time misconception of what money is. We have had for a long time misconception of what money is. We take money as the god of the day and forget attitude and character, and forget who we are exactly. We take money as the utmost thing. Let me tell you, I was watching a video sometime last year, and then I saw an NDLEA official maltreating a boy, saying the boy was trying to woo his wife. But I thank God that the law prevailed, and the case went to court, and the boy won the case, and from what I heard, the boy was compensated great. Recently, I saw another video. Two army ladies and two army guys. That's two men and two ladies. They were army, the four of them. Or they are armies, the four of them. And as they were walking on the street, one of the civilians, one of the masses said, "Wow, was complimenting the army lady. You are beautiful. Just for that, they maltreated this man or this boy and belittled him for no good reason, just for a compliment. Is this not being animalistic? Somebody complimented you, you are beautiful, and that became a problem. If in a place where the law is working, that can never happen. There are many things that are going on in Africa, in Nigeria, that is not supposed to be happening, and the only reason is because the law is being neglected. Where are the educated? Where are the professors? Where are those who know what it is? Education is not just an African thing. Education is a worldwide thing. Education is having the understanding of how things are supposed to be. How many people are educated in Nigeria, and we let the illiterates play with our head. See, the scripture said in Proverbs chapter 28, if you start to read from verse 2, start to read from verse 1, read Proverbs chapter 28, the scripture said, a lawless nation is and their leaders will be bad people. This is the reason why things are happening wrongly in Africa. This is the reason why things are happening wrongly in Nigeria. Our leaders definitely will be bad because the law is not working. Until the law begins to work, we will not have a good leader to rule. Until we put the law first and not ourselves. Luke chapter 19, starting to read from verse 41. Jesus came close to a city and saw the city and wept over that city. If only you know what makes for your peace. But now they are hidden from you. There are things that will make for the peace of Nigeria. There are things that makes for the peace of Africa. But they are hidden from our eyes. Which is the law. We play with what is important and embrace what is irrelevant. The money that we think is relevant, is it not what somebody put out there and shredded why people are dying of hunger? Let us please hold fast to the rule of law, for without it we are going nowhere as Africans. Without it we are going nowhere as Nigerians. Go and check the nations that are succeeding. Go and check the nations that are becoming great nations. They don't joke with the law. They don't joke with the law. Those army officers that I'm talking about, beat up a guy for just complimenting them. If it is in a place that the law is working, they would have paid dearly for it. I wish that that boy go and look for the same lawyer that presided the case of that boy and the NDLA personnel and sue these armies, because enough is enough in Nigeria. Enough is enough. People, many people have died. Many people have been betrayed. Many people have died unnecessarily. If the law was working, the people that died in NSAS will not die. If the law was working, there are many people that are suffering on the street that are not supposed to be suffering, because we have abundance. We have what it takes. I have seen me here. I'm telling you the truth. I was walking